What's up, guys? Sorry I haven't been producing as many vlogs lately. I actually had my GH5 break on me, which was really disappointing. I'm actually gonna go to the camera shop right now and find out what the problem is, but basically it just wouldn't turn on. So I'm actually shooting with the A7S Mark II, which is a different setup. So if this looks different, it's because of that. Alright, so anyway, moving forward, I usually start every video with the video, but this entire video is gonna be a video. And it's basically I use the Osmo Pocket to vlog with. I had a trip to Las Vegas and I was basically flying there, shooting something and flying back all within 12 hours. So I was like, you know what, let's just shoot this whole trip using the Osmo Pocket so I can kind of get used to it, see what it's capable of doing. And after the video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons to vlogging with the Osmo Pocket that I found. So here's 12 hours in Las Vegas in 2 minutes. I hate the airport. Alright, so done filming, done doing what I came here to do. Now I'm gonna walk around, do a couple other things. Gotta get something to eat right now. I always hit this donut spot when I'm here, but it's sold out. I can show you the donut spot nonetheless. Alright guys, so wasn't sure what you thought of that whole video. I had no plan. I just kind of recorded every time I was doing anything, walking around anytime. There's some stuff that I recorded that I didn't throw in the video. I was trying to keep it relatively short. Long story short, the pros and cons to vlogging with the Osmo Pocket. I felt the sound was a little weak. I could probably always enhance that, but it wasn't ideal. So that's a negative. I did think that it was like the king of B-roll. Now I could get B-roll shots of anything. A lot of times I could just point the camera up and walk and look down and it looked like I was looking at a phone or something and nobody knew what I was doing. So I could get footage anywhere and I thought that was amazing. I mean, I could even film inside casinos and stuff. That was incredible to me. Okay, so that's a plus. Another negative, I left it on auto settings the entire time, which is okay. But ideally it wouldn't be that great. I wanted to set it up so I connected my phone, set my ISO, but what I found is that, you know, I couldn't change my ISO as I was walking around. So if I went somewhere dark or something, the footage was useless. So it kind of seemed lame. And then there's other times where it was really bright, and if my ISO was locked in somewhere, it wouldn't reduce, you know. So long story short, I didn't like that. So I would highly recommend just using the auto. So point being is that if you're going to use it for a vlog camera, you're probably going to always be on auto settings, and that's a little annoying. So that's a negative. A real big negative that I didn't see coming, and this is the worst thing about it, was that the footage that I got off the Osmo Pocket, when I put it into Premiere or when I put it into Final Cut, and I have fast computers, it would have trouble kind of playing the footage. It just didn't like the codec or whatever it was. I don't know what the situation is there. I might have to play around with that some more, but what I was going to do is convert the files to something that would play a lot smoother, because it was not having it in Premiere and Final Cut. If anybody is watching this video and they don't have that problem, or they figured out a solution around that, please tell me in the comments, because that was the first time that I actually really used the device this much. And yeah, that was kind of annoying when it came to editing. I was like, what? I couldn't even do it in Premiere pretty much at all. So I flipped over to Final Cut and I did the editing there, but I'm not a fan of Final Cut, so that's for another story. So to me, the files right now, that's a negative. I'm sure that will change through a firmware update or something, but right now, negative. Okay, so another positive, ease of use. The fact that I just had it in my pocket, that was 4K footage, super convenient. I mean, I can't get past that. I think I'm going to carry it around. It's going to be my new travel companion anytime I'm traveling anywhere, because I was getting shots throughout the whole trip that I was like, it would be much more difficult to get these shots with other stuff. Even a GoPro is not nearly as low profile as the Osmo Pocket. The Osmo Pocket is hands down the most low profile way to get video that looks good. Okay, again, another negative though, when you're walking, you kind of have like this step deal, you know, and you can feel it while you're walking and everything. So the best footage always comes when you're like on a skateboard, or you're snowboarding, or if you're on an escalator that's just like a moving walkway, right? That sort of thing. Any of that type of stuff where you're not actually walking, that's your best shots, you know, going up an elevator. But anytime you're actually walking, you'll get like that step thing, and I didn't like that. So that was really annoying. So I don't know. There's probably no thing around that, so I'm going to say that's a negative. A pro I'll say is the photos. I actually never really mess with the photos very much. You know, I do so much video stuff. I don't really care for doing a whole lot of photography stuff. But I was bored on the plane. I took a photograph of myself, and I really liked the way the photo came out. And all I did was set it on the table next to me, the little flap down table on the airplane, and point the camera at me, hit, you know, picture, did a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and took that picture. And I was really happy with that. I was like, wow, you know, that's a pretty good picture. I even threw it on my Instagram. So that's a plus, you know, that if you want a quick photograph or take a picture and you want to be able to like point the camera at you and see yourself and frame yourself and everything, I thought that was a really cool feature. So that's a plus. And the last negative is that it's just not wide enough. That was always the biggest negative to me when I saw it come out and was released. I always thought, you know, I wish it was wider. I wish it was GoPro wide, you know. So to me, it's always going to be an annoying process. It would be incredible if DJI did a firmware update that allowed it to have a wider view. I don't even know if that's possible. Maybe somebody will come out with a lens cap or something. Maybe it already exists and I just don't know about it. If it does, again, comment below. But yeah, no, I wish it was a little bit wider. But overall, as far as travel companion goes, I think the Osmo Pocket is a definite win, because there were some shots out there that I was picking up that I was like, this is so easy and convenient. So next time I do a trip, I'll have it kind of worked into my workflow how I'm going to use it. But I think I'm going to primarily use it for picking up B-roll shots, but not really to like point at me and talk and walk and everything. That's okay, but I think there's better options, and I don't really like to even do that type of vlogging. So all right, that's it for me, guys. I hope this was helpful for somebody that's out there considering using this camera for a vlog camera, and I'll see you guys on the next one.